Hello! Today we're helping out my friend Livy by showing her how to repurpose some garbage into something really useful. And since I have tons of birds outside my door, I thought a bird feeder would be really helpful. So you're going to need a regular 2-liter soda bottle, and if you have one, a smaller water bottle. I'm using what is this? I think this is a 24-ounce sport bottle, but you can use anything as long as it will fit in here. If it's not bigger, you're okay. So the first thing we want to do is figure out where we're making our little spaces so our birds can get in. The best way to do this, this marker, it's very strong smell. Don't use these. I like to start where the label ends. Usually bird feeders have 4 to 6 windows for the little birds to get in. So I'm going to say, let's make one here, one, and we'll just go to the other side. Right across, 2, and let's go between them, 3, and 4. Now you are going to want to check with an adult if you are a little too small to be using scissors. I'm using big scissors right now. So if you are an adult, you actually might want to use a switchblade or box cutter to get in here. But let's try something a little kid friendly. We want to cut the top off. Again, kids, ask an adult for help or at least permission. You want to cut the top off just like this, right above the label on the soda bottle. Be very careful that you don't cut yourself with the scissors or the plastic. Cut that right off. And now we want to cut the little doors for our birds. So you can do the same way. Kind of catch the plastic in between the scissors. I'm not doing a very good job here. It helps if you fold it just a little. There we go. See, not everything goes exactly the way we're expecting it to. Does that work? It did. There we go. Now that I'm looking at it, this is going to be a little difficult. So we're just going to do 2 spots for our birds. So let's cut our 2 spots for our birds. We'll do one here. Cut a little window out. Now I'm going right between some of the 4 we cut out now. So there's one spot for our birds. And we're cleaning up our garbage because there will be garbage. And now that I have the piece cut out, I can cut the label off. Because we drew on our label. You could choose to do that beforehand, but since I used the marker on the label, we kind of needed it there. So now we have one window here. We could make another window. We'll do that. More spaces, get more birds. So now we're cutting another window. Right in here. La la la. Another window. La la la. More space for my bird. There you go. You can actually just put your arm right through here. I don't recommend doing this because the plastic could be very sharp. So now you're wondering, how are we going to get all the bird food in here? A lot of the bird feeders have tubes. Keep all the food in the middle. That is where our water bottle comes in. Again, if you need an adult to help you, please get an adult to help you. Now, we can do this 2 ways. First, no matter what, we're going to cut the bottom off, so that it has a space to go out. I'm getting water on the computer. If you're using the computer while you do this, make sure that you don't have any liquid left in your bottle. See, we're cutting the top right off. it go. And we could leave it this way so that the seed goes out slowly, or we could cut the bottom off a little bit. This way all the seed doesn't rush out at once, and it stays in the bottle, but it can still get out. So let's cut a little bit of the top off here. And now that it's less messy. And be careful because plastic can splinter just like wood can. See that? That could be very sharp, very dangerous. So make sure you're careful. With some of this, you can actually just pull it right off, just like that. There we go. And we'll cut the label off. We don't want it getting off in the food. There we go. So now, we have 2 bottles. And here is what we can do. You can do one of 2 things. Believe it or not, you can actually staple these together. If you do not have glue or sticks to use. My friend Libby was thinking of using sticks from outside. I'm going to use skewers like you get in your kitchen.